Behind every glittering party, every champagne toast, every love story that looked perfect, there can be heartbreak. Today, I'll tell you a story most people don't know. The real love story of America's golden couple, Scott Fitzgerald and Zelda Sayre. A romance that began with fire, but ended in flames. It was 1918. A young army officer named Scott Fitzgerald met Zelda Sayre, the most beautiful girl in Montgomery, Alabama. She was bold, wild, full of life. Scott was instantly in love. But Zelda refused to marry a man without money or fame. So Scott wrote. He poured his heart into a novel called This Side of Paradise. When it was published, he became an overnight sensation. And Zelda? She said yes. Together, they became the dazzling king and queen of the jazz age. They were young, rich, and famous. Their parties lit up New York. They traveled through Europe, drank too much champagne, and inspired one another's art. Scott turned their life into novels, and Zelda became his eternal muse. But beneath the glamour, cracks were forming. Scott was drowning in alcohol. Zelda felt trapped in his shadow. She wanted her own life, her own art. She tried painting, ballet, even writing. But every time she shined, Scott felt threatened. Their passion turned into jealousy, and their love became a battlefield. In the 1930s, everything fell apart. Scott's novels stopped selling. He called himself a failure. Zelda's mental health crumbled, and she was diagnosed with schizophrenia. She was placed in psychiatric hospitals, while Scott wrote desperately in Hollywood, drinking himself to death. In 1940, Scott collapsed from a heart attack at just 44 years old. He died believing the world had forgotten him. And Zelda? She lived 8 more years, locked in a mental hospital in North Carolina. On March 10, 1948, tragedy struck. A fire broke out in the hospital. Zelda was trapped in her room, and she never made it out. She was only 47 years old. The golden couple of the jazz age, gone. Their love was fiery, passionate, and unforgettable, but also destructive. A reminder that sometimes, even the brightest flames burn out too soon. The Great Gatsby made F. Scott Fitzgerald immortal, but behind his words was a woman named Zelda, the love and the tragedy of his life.